Well, we are legally checked into Samoa. I didn't think it was going to happen though. We had a regular shit show. First we had Port Authority and Biosecurity or Health came on board and went through that all, and they Cindy was with one guy and I was with the other, and I was told we were supposed to go to the marina and wait for customs. Cindy was told, or thought she was told, we had to wait out in the anchorage, go in with the boat, the dinghy, and then go to their office and pick them up. Well, that definitely was not the right thing. So I went, but that's what I did, because I follow what my wife tells me to do. So I went to the dock, found out where customs building was, which is 2 blocks away. Got in there about 10 minutes before they opened. Waited around. Finally, the customs gal comes in, and she's mad. And she just tells me, wait, I gotta get ready. So I wait about 15, 20 minutes. She comes back and starts yelling at me that I'm not supposed to be on land. I'm supposed to pick them up at the dock. And so she's just so mad at me. So finally we walk over to the dock, get on the dinghy, and first thing she says, this is too small. Well, my dinghy's my dinghy. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. So I take her and another official to Remission, and then it really started. What happened then?
So I'm holding on to the tender as it comes up so that they can get off the tender and onto our boat. Like so many of us had while we're learning how to get off on a tender, she pushed off the tender with her foot and didn't have her other foot directly on our boat, and she fell into the water. And at first I said, oh, here, let me hold your paperwork and your cell phone just in case something happened. She said, no, she was okay. She could do this. Well,
because she's just kind of hanging between the tender and Remission with half of her body in the water.
Yeah, she's about up to her waist, and she is screaming. She's in a total panic. I'm holding on to her. She's, kind of doing the splits, which we've all done when we fall into the water. And I kept telling her, take your foot and put on the ladder, because the ladder is in the water right there. Oh, she couldn't. So I'm trying to pull the dinghy in because she's got one foot on the dinghy and one foot hanging in the water.
And meantime, all her paperwork went in the water, and I was able to grab it before it sank.
And I was able to grab her phone from her before it went into the water. And so anyways, I had to pull her up, which was challenging. She's in a total panic. And hold on to the dinghy, and Bart's trying to pull the dinghy forward, and she finally gets in, and she is pissed beyond belief.
We're thinking she doesn't know how to swim, because there's no way you would panic as bad as she did.
Yeah.
And she did not like being wet.
Oh, and so I said, oh, here, let me get you a towel. We hand her a towel, she puts it down, and about halfway through the documentation, she says, well, I never got a towel.
I handed it to her.
So when the gentleman, the other customs agent, started to get off the boat, I said, do you want to hand me your stuff? So he hands me his portable walkie-talkie and all his electronics, and he gets on without any issues. But she is just fuming. And so then she says, you need to go to the dock.
Because she's wet.
So we have to lift up anchor. I go to lift up the anchor, and we have this massive log stuck to the anchor line. And it's kind of like a log with a V, with the
branches.
Branches coming out, and it's stuck. So we're sitting there and going back and forth. I'm giving Bart directions so that we can loosen it so we can pull it up, because that would have done some significant damage to the boat had I not noticed it. And finally, she gets really upset. She comes up to the front and says, "What is the delay?" And I said, "Well, come here, sit down." I don't want her to fall off the boat again. And look, see that log? I can't pull the anchor up with that log hooked to the chain. And so Bart and I were just about done, and she says, "Well, can't you hurry up because I'm wet?" Well, I can only hurry up as much as the log wants me to hurry up. So anyways, we get it up, we go into port, and it was a show from there. Bart can finish.
Yeah, she just kept complaining about she was wet. You know, okay, get over it. But it took us another half hour or so in the marina to get them cleared. Finally, they clear. And then immigration comes on and we get cleared through them all right. But we see her again on our friend's boat because they came in after us, and she's still fuming, you know, that she's wet and she won't be dry until tomorrow. So I'm surprised she let us in. So that's where we're standing. We're just now, as we're sailing all night, we're walking around a little bit, seeing what they got here. Gonna start enjoying Samoa, but it can't get worse. At least, well, I probably shouldn't say that. Well, let's go check things out.
All right, this is what you're supposed to do when you go from a tender to the boat. Now, she's got her stuff, so she should have handed that to Cindy. But even if she did, you gotta have one hand for the boat, one hand for you. It's real simple. That's what you do. Pretty easy. So instead of grabbing on, here's what she did. She got here, and I don't even know if I can do it. She kind of pushed off and then tried to, oh shit, and tried to step. Did you get that or did you lose it?
And try to step.
And that is how she went in. She didn't hold on, she held on to her stuff, she pushed off of here, boat went back and in the water. Next time, I'm gonna make sure she knows to do it by the rules of saving herself by having one hand on the boat and not pushing off and going in. Plus maybe she should learn how to swim. I think so.
Beautiful Samoa Harbor and Apia. And that's for my brother. He'd be happy.
We journey around Apia. We love that they have taken wholeheartedly to recycling here. This is the Apia Fish Market, open 6 days a week. Unfortunately, they sell a lot of reef fish and octopus. It's a constant battle against the flies. We hope that overfishing, like on many islands, is not occurring here in Samoa.
Big lobster. You could eat a week off of that. This is yellowfin. You can make all the eggplant you want. Those are big cucumbers.
Yeah. Apia is much larger than Pago Pago in America Samoa. There is no way we could figure out the bus schedules.
It's a beautiful Sunday morning walk on the waterfront. Yesterday we were walking around downtown. It was so busy and hustle and bustle. But Sundays, not a soul around. So quiet and peaceful. It's just a beautiful area. I'm liking Samoa. What is this guy doing up here? He's hacking that tree for something. Oh, almost got the guy.
Welcome to Saturday night in Samoa. I don't think we will get much sleep tonight. Last week, they partied till 4 a.m.
Hey, you jumping in?
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
You're jumping this?
Yeah.
Yep, let's do it.
Filming it.
Oh no.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Fishing. Fishing.
A fish.
Oh, you're not jumping in?
Yes.
Oh.
Not very deep there.
Thank you for joining us this week on Sailing Remission. Next week, we get out and explore the amazing island of Samoa.
What do you do if you see a spaceman? You park the car. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No eye deer. What do you call a deer with no legs and no eyes? Still no eye deer.